In this video, I'm walking you through a complete step-by-step beginner setup. We'll cover everything from vertical tabs and workspaces to container sessions and custom shortcuts so you can reclaim your digital focus. Let's dive in. Before we master the workflow, we need the right foundation. First, head over to Zen-Browser.app. Look for the download button in the top right corner and give it a click. Then, select the main download button in the center of the screen to grab the latest stable build. Once the installer is ready, fire it up. Just hit Next through the standard prompts and click Finish to launch. On your very first start, you'll be greeted by the Zen onboarding wizard. This is where the magic happens. If you're moving over from another browser, click Import to bring in your bookmarks, history, and passwords automatically. Next, decide if you want to set Zen as your primary browser. Choose your preference and hit Next. From here, pick your default search engine and keep moving through the prompts. Now for the fun part, pick your primary workspace color. This sets the tone for your entire browsing experience. Once you've made your choice, click Next one last time, hit Dive In, and you are officially ready to start using the most productive browser of 2026. Usually, when you first launch Zen, you'll see a prompt. If it appears, just click Set as Default Browser. But if you've already clicked Don't Show This Message Again, don't worry, there are 3 easy ways to fix it. Click the 3 dots in the top left corner and select Settings. You should see the option immediately at the top of the General tab. Under the Default Browser section, simply click Make Default. If your version of Zen looks a bit different due to a future update, just use the search field at the top and type Default. When you click Make Default, a system window will open. Here you can choose your default apps for music, video, and your web browser. Depending on your operating system, this screen might look slightly different. Look for the button under the web browser category. Click it. Select Zen from the list, and you're all set. If you're having trouble finding the setting within the browser, you can go directly through your OS, type Default Apps into your system search bar, and press Enter. It might currently show Brave, Microsoft Edge, or Chrome. For Windows 11 users, once you're in the Default Apps menu, use the Search Apps field and type Zen. Click on the result and then select Set Default at the top. Whichever method you choose, making the switch ensures that all your links open in Zen's high-performance environment automatically. We're focusing on 3 core tools: Compact Mode, which changes how your sidebar functions, Zen Glance for previewing links and temporary tabs, and Split View for managing multiple tasks on one screen. First, let's look at Compact Mode. This feature is designed to maximize your browsing space. Usually, you can manually resize the sidebar by clicking and dragging the edge. However, with Compact Mode enabled, the sidebar disappears entirely until you need it. It only reappears when you move your mouse to the left edge, staying visible only while you hover over it. This gives you a much cleaner edge-to-edge view of your content. Next is Zen Glance. This is a simple but effective tool for reducing tab clutter. Instead of opening a new tab for every link, just right-click a link and select Open Link in Glance. This opens a smaller temporary window. When you're finished, simply click outside the window to close it. A quicker way to use this is by holding the Alt key while left-clicking a link. If you prefer using your keyboard to close the glance window, just tap the Escape key. It's a seamless way to check information without losing your place. Finally, let's move on to Split View, the key to effective multitasking. To use this, hold the Control key and left-click the tabs you want to see together. Once selected, right-click and choose Split to Tabs. You can now scroll and interact with both pages simultaneously. If you need to focus on one side, click the expand icon with the diagonal arrows. You can also create a split view by dragging any open tab from your sidebar directly into your active window. To move only one of your tabs within the split, click the 6-dot handle and drag it to your preferred position. You can even arrange them vertically, top and bottom. Give it a few tries to get comfortable with the positioning. It's a major time saver once you've mastered it. In the 1.19 update, Zen supports up to 4 tabs in a single split view. You can select individual tabs using Control and clicking, or select a group of adjacent tabs by holding Shift. Just right-click your selection and choose Split 4 tabs to get started. If you want to actually master Zen, you have to understand the workspace system, or as most of the 2026 community calls them, just spaces. Let's look at how to build and tear them down effectively. To create a new space, look at the bottom of your sidebar. You'll see the icon of your active workspace, or it might be just empty for you if you're a new user. Hover over the small plus sign, click it, then click on Create Space. Name your space, something like Deep Work or Research, whatever you need it to be. You can now scroll through the entire native library of SVG icons and emojis. Pick an icon that stands out so you can identify the space without reading the label. Perfect. Then click on Edit Theme and choose a color you like. Now click on Create Space at the bottom and you are ready with the creation. If you have more than one space, you can move between these spaces if you click on any of them, or without touching your mouse if you use the default 2026 shortcuts. Control plus Alt plus left or right arrow. But if you click on the 3 dots in the top left corner, then click on Setting, then Keyboard Shortcuts, you can change these shortcuts to anything else. Now let's talk about deleting a space. Let's say you have a project, you finished it and you don't need that anymore. Click on the project to make sure that's the one you don't need. Right-click the space icon in your switcher. At the bottom of the list, you'll see Delete Workspace. When you click this, Zen doesn't just nuke your work, it gives you a choice. A prompt will ask if you really want to delete the space. Click OK if you are really sure about it. And that's it. Now you know how to create and delete spaces quickly in Zen Browser. Tired of navigating to a website just to start a search? In Zen Browser, you can skip the middleman using search shortcuts. This feature allows you to search YouTube, Wikipedia, or even your own custom sites directly from the address bar. To manage your shortcuts, click the 3 dots in the top left corner and open Settings. In the sidebar, select Search, then scroll down to the section labeled Additional Search Engines. A faster way to find this is to use the search bar at the top and simply type Search Engines. In the pinned comment below, I've provided a list of useful URLs you can copy and use right away. Let's walk through how to add the most popular ones used here in the US. To search Amazon instantly, click Add. For the search engine name, type Amazon. For the keyword, I suggest using the letter A. Now for the URL, paste the link from the pinned comment. It looks like this. Once saved, you can just type A followed by your item in the address bar. Now if you type A or the shortcut you chose, then hit space, then type your search keywords, for example, books. Next up is YouTube. Use the keyword Y or YT. Copy the URL. Now searching for tutorials or music is just one letter away. Maybe you are a programmer or student and use Stack Overflow. Search engine name, Stack Overflow. Copy the link. Keyword, Stack. Then you can type any question you have. Next, let's add Google Maps. This is perfect for when you need to quickly look up an address or a local business without opening the main Google page first. For the search engine name, enter Google Maps. For the keyword, I used map. Now, whenever you need to find a location, just type map, Hit space and enter the name of the place or the address. Zen will drop you right onto the map. It's the fastest way to get directions or check out a new restaurant. If your browser is feeling sluggish or a website isn't loading correctly, it might be time to clear your data. Since Zen Browser is built on the Firefox engine, these steps are reliable and easy to follow. One quick warning, this process is the best way to repair a broken browser, but it does log you out of your active sessions. I'm also going to share some easy explanations on why these steps work, plus a few pro tips to help you avoid common mistakes. Deleting all cookies and site data. Let's do this from the very beginning. Find the three dots in the top left corner, click it, then click Settings. It will be in Privacy and Security, but I'll teach you how to find that in a quicker way. In Zen Browser, you can find what you are interested in with the search function. Type cookies or browsing data. Click Clear Browsing Data. This time, keep cookies and site data checked. You can remove the cache at the same time if you like. Next, to click on the field that specifies the interval. Currently, it says last hour for me, but if you want to delete all cookies and site data, choose everything. We get a warning message that says all selected items will be cleared. This action cannot be undone. And it also says, may sign you out of sites or empty shopping carts. If those are not a problem, click Clear to confirm. Pro tip, don't overdo it. You don't need to clear cookies regularly, only when a site is broken or for privacy reasons. Also, you don't always have to delete everything. If only one site is broken, you can remove its cookies individually instead of logging out everywhere. That's why it's important to know how to clear data for just one website. If only one site is acting up, go to Settings, then Privacy and Security. Under Browsing Data, click Clear Data for specific sites. Search for the specific website, select it, and click Remove Selected. This fixes the problematic site without touching your other tabs. Clearing your browsing history. To wipe your trail, go to top left corner, click the three dots, go to History, and choose Clear Recent History. In the pop-up window, set the time range to Everything for a full wipe. If your only goal is to clear your browsing history, uncheck cookies, site data cached files, and saved form info. Once ready, click Clear. Clearing the cache only. If you want to speed things up without logging out of your accounts, clearing the cache is the best move. Open Zen. Click the menu button in the top left and go to Settings. In the left sidebar, open Privacy and Security. Scroll to Cookies and Site Data and click Clear Data. Uncheck cookies and site data, leave cached web content checked, and hit Clear. You might be wondering, if the cache is designed to speed up your browsing, why would you ever want to clear it? Think of it as a necessary reset for three reasons. First, stale data. Zen Browser might try to use outdated files that conflict with a website's latest update, which is the most common cause of broken buttons and layout bugs. Second, corrupted files. If the browser crashes or your internet flickers while saving data, those broken files can stay in your memory, preventing pages from loading at all. And finally, storage overload. While Zen manages your cache automatically, a massive buildup of old data can eventually slow down your system. Clearing it forces a fresh connection, ensuring you're always seeing the fastest, most secure version of every site. The Troubleshooting Deep Clean. If you need a total reset, use the Clear Recent History tool again, set it to Everything, and check every single box. Browsing and download history, cookies, cache, active logins, form data, site settings. This is the ultimate fix for most browser-related errors. Important: what to expect after clearing data. You will be logged out of most websites and may need to go through two-factor authentication again. Your saved preferences like dark mode or language settings might reset to default. Additionally, pages may load a bit slower the first time you visit them as the browser rebuilds its cache. Automating the cleanup. You can tell Zen Browser to clear cookies and site data every time you close Zen. Go to Settings. In Privacy and Security, go to the browsing data and check Clear Cookies and Site Data every time you close Zen. If this is checked, everything is cleared after you close Zen Browser. Mastering these settings ensures your Zen browser stays fast, private, and error-free. I'm going to show you a few simple but really useful display settings in Zen Browser, including light mode, dark mode, and page zoom. By default, Zen Browser follows your normal system appearance settings. So if your computer is using light mode, Zen will usually appear in light mode as well. Right now, you can see the browser in light mode. Everything has a brighter appearance. The tabs, menus, and interface all use lighter colors, which can feel clean and easy to read during the day. But if I switch to dark mode, the entire browser changes instantly. The background becomes darker. The tabs are easier on the eyes in low light, and overall it can help reduce eye strain, especially during nighttime browsing. To change this yourself, open Zen Browser Settings, go to the Appearance section, and choose between light mode, dark mode, or automatic mode depending on your preference. Now let's look at page zoom. By default, websites open at 100% zoom. That means pages display at their normal size with no scaling applied. If I zoom in, everything becomes larger. Text is easier to read, buttons are bigger, and websites become more comfortable to use, especially on high-resolution displays. If I zoom out, more content fits on the screen at once, although text and interface elements become smaller. The easiest way to control zoom is by holding Control and scrolling your mouse wheel. Scroll up to zoom in and scroll down to zoom out. And if the page ever feels too large or too small, you can quickly reset the zoom level with a single click back to the default 100% or the percentage you picked as a default in your settings. So overall, Zen Browser gives you quick control over both appearance and readability. Light and dark mode help customize the visual experience, while page zoom makes browsing more comfortable and accessible depending on your setup. Now let's look at one of Zen Browser's most useful advanced features. Containers. If you've never used them before, containers are separate browsing sessions inside the same browser. That means you can open the same website in multiple tabs, but each tab can stay logged into a different account. For example, one Gmail tab for personal use, another Gmail tab for work. Normally, most browsers mix all tabs together using the same cookies and login session. Containers solve that problem by keeping selected tabs separated. Think of them like multiple mini browsers running inside one window. This is extremely useful for work, school, client, social media management, and anyone who uses multiple accounts. How to set up containers first. Open Zen Settings. Use the search bar in Settings and type Containers. If your current Zen browser version supports Firefox-style containers, you should see container-related options. Enable containers if the option is available. Then create categories such as work, personal, school, clients, shopping. Some versions may let you choose a color or icon for each one. That helps you recognize them quickly while browsing. Now, when you sign into a website, that login stays inside that container. They won't interfere with each other. Once you get used to them, it's hard to go back to a normal browser setup. That covers all the fundamentals you need to master Zen Browser. We've turned a blank slate into a clean, high-performance workspace built around your focus. All the links, shortcuts, and settings we used are listed in the description below. If this walkthrough helped you, please hit that like button, subscribe for more clean tech setups, and let me know your favorite feature in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.